7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday the 15th of March, and it's World Speech Day. And a big happy birthday to Eva Longoria, Terence Trent D'Arby, Paul Pogba, and will.i.am. Russia continued to bombard Ukrainian cities on Monday, with at least one person killed in a direct strike on an apartment block in the capital, Kyiv. There was some good news as a convoy of around 160 civilian cars managed to escape Mariupol and travel along a humanitarian corridor to safety, although drone footage of the city reveals the terrible toll that Russian bombs have had. As peace talks continued over video link, Ukrainian ambassador to the UN Sergei Kyslytsya warned that these attacks continue to devastate his country.
Countless innocent people, including women and children, have been killed. Two things are increasingly clear. First, it keeps getting worse. Second, whatever the outcome, this war will have no winners.
Standing in front of the destroyed Kyiv apartment block, former heavyweight boxer Vladimir Klitschko made a direct appeal for more help.
Stop this war. Support us. Help us on the humanitarian side. Isolate Russia. Do it now. In a minute or an hour is going to be too late.
And as Russia clamps down on social and broadcast media in an attempt to quiet anti-war protests, an employee of Channel 1, one of the main Russian TV channels, Marina Ovsyannikova, burst in the on-air news bulletin with a handmade sign saying, "Stop the war, don't believe the propaganda." She released a video on social media beforehand. She says that what's happening in Ukraine is a crime and responsibility lies on the conscience of one person, Vladimir Putin. She was arrested and detained by Russian police, and Ukrainian President Zelensky praised her courage in his latest address. That was protesters who took over a Knightsbridge mansion belonging to the family of sanctioned Russian oligarch Oleg Deripaska to highlight the lack of hospitality afforded to Ukrainian refugees. They were cleared out by riot police. However, after a full week of delays and red tape, the government's finally launched a new programme for Ukrainian refugees who can get visas, which will allow people to offer to host them in their homes, as Michael Gove explained.
They will be able to live and work in the United Kingdom for up to 3 years. They will have full and unrestricted access to benefits. Sponsors will have to provide accommodation for a minimum of 6 months. And in recognition of their generosity, the government will provide a monthly payment of £350.
Already over 40,000 UK residents have signed up, but Shadow Levelling Up Secretary Lisa Nandy warned that the government still needs to resolve the complicated visa process.
The British people have shown that we are a far better country than their government. But unless he gets a plan together, all he is effectively announcing is plans to fail the people of Ukraine twice over.
US intelligence services have been working closely with their Ukrainian counterparts, and according to their latest briefing, Russia's now committed 100% of its forces and still appears to be unable to control either the airspace or progress on the ground. Following reports over the weekend that Russia had asked China for military assistance, which China's denied, the US and Chinese held high-level talks in Rome on Monday. State Department spokesman Ned Price says Vladimir Putin's running out of options.
It becomes more evident every day that President Putin has gravely miscalculated. The Kremlin's forces remain stalled in many areas, and convoys have been unable to make significant progress. Many brave people of conscience in Russia oppose the Kremlin's unjustified war, despite the unprecedented crackdown on dissenting voices.
As COVID cases spike in Hong Kong, setting new record numbers of cases and daily deaths, and China and New Zealand also struggle, the number of cases in the UK is increasing again. Hospitals in England now have over 10,000 COVID-19 positive cases for the first time in a month, and a new variant called Deltacron's been identified in the UK. Health Secretary Sajid Javid says he's not concerned as yet.
And whilst the rate has gone up, that's to be expected as we are now open as a country. There's nothing in the data at this point in time that gives us any cause for concern.
Transport Secretary Grant Shapps is even less concerned as he announced all remaining travel restrictions are to be lifted from Friday.
Because of people's high response to all of the vaccinations, we're now able to scrap that remaining bureaucracy. I think it would be great news for travel. They're now able to do that without all the bureaucracy and paperwork.
Still to come on the Smart 7, big news for American football fans, and Ted Lasso scoops more awards. Right after this. Welcome back. 3,
Two all-time sporting greats met this weekend at Old Trafford. No, not Harry Maguire and Harry Kane, but Cristiano Ronaldo and the briefly retired greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. Maybe Tom, 45, was inspired by Ronaldo, 37, as he's making a comeback only 2 months after he retired. He'll be back with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for next season. Oh, and by the way, if you like American sports, you'll love the Sporting News 7, our sister show. Search for it wherever you get your podcasts. There was one game in the Premier League on Monday which saw Crystal Palace dent Man City's title hopes with a 0-0 draw at Selhurst Park. Arsenal old boy and Crystal Palace manager Patrick Vieira was delighted to be the only team Man City haven't scored against this season.
When you look at our fans today, I think they deserve this kind of performances, and we want to give them something because they've been fantastic for us since the beginning of the season.
We're in the middle of awards season, and Sunday night saw the Critics' Choice Awards take place in LA. There were more awards for Will Smith, Jane Campion and Power of the Dog, and in TV, Succession, Squid Game and Ted Lasso all won. Jason Sudeikis, or Ted of Ted Lasso, has been telling US show 60 Minutes how they created the show and why audiences like it so much.
To play someone that was kind-hearted, that didn't swear, 100% intentional.
Kindness and positivity can be transformative.
Yeah, and so can the opposite. But I mean, if you had to choose one at the point of writing it and wanting to play it, I'd much rather try to view the world as Ted Lasso.
Drake's a busy fella, isn't he? He's had a string of hit records, but is also one of the founders of Dream Crew Entertainment. They produced Zendaya's hit show Euphoria, and now another of their shows is back with Series 2 of Top Boy about to hit Netflix. It started live as a Channel 4 show way back in 2011, where it had 2 series. Then it got a reboot from Drake's Dream Crew in 2017. The second Netflix season drops this Friday.
We've got a problem. I need someone to go out there and fix it.
You think I forgot? Deshane don't speak for me. You look at me wrong, you're done.
Can't have people come on the block, stab one of our youngest. Jack, go to work, man.
I'm on it.
This has been The Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day.
Written, produced and published by Daft Doris.